Now, where do you find these metaphors? I would say everywhere in management. You talk to people near the water cooler, at the coffee station, certainly in board meetings, as I have documented, in team meetings, as well as in the implementation downstream. People are living in, working through, and enacting metaphors. Take a detour. Other than these meetings, look at the annual reports of some of the more progressive companies and the CEO's statements in there. Those that are short, brief, powerful have invariably metaphors in them. Think of the mission statements of company, the visions that we set together every few years, the goal statements that you put together. They are powerful when there are metaphors in there. And as I said, at least 40% of them use metaphors, but unknowingly so. Those who knowingly do it do a perfect job at that. People and culture development programs, becoming, as I said, tiger teams, becoming the winners. All these kind of organization development, people development, talent improvement programs are labeled, and sometimes even their content is based on metaphors that is supposed to take some people from here to there for whom it is intended. Sales folks live with metaphors. Why? Because salespeople sell hope. And hope is best constituted through metaphors. You're selling something into the future, particularly in the B2B, the business-to-business arena. We're not just selling popcorn in a theater. We are selling a big hope of what the reality will be, what it will look like in the future. We're taking a leap of faith there, and our client or our buyer is going with us, and therefore metaphors are very well known to salespeople. In fact, we have recorded that people who sold well used metaphors appropriately, and those who didn't sell well used them but didn't use them appropriately. So it's a major change in their way of thinking and their discipline. In meetings particularly, think about it. I have been to meetings where they call the room, the boardroom, as war room. What do you think is going on? Is this a war? Is this a plan for a war? And so they have an impact on what is going on inside. Some rooms are, as I saw in Getz Pharma, are named after natural landscapes. They have a very different impact on when you talk about it. It is subtle, but it is strong. Similarly, when we think about seasons and cycles, roadmap, snapshots, these are the kind of things that we imbibe in our meetings. And they are indicating some kind of a metaphor. We cannot naively bypass or sidestep the huge impact and potential and the powerful expression of confluence of metaphor.